Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our NBA video for Wednesday, November 17th. We're coming off of a brutal three-game slate that I know most people want to forget about. All I'm gonna say is I didn't even have LaMarcus Aldridge tonight, and I felt upset for everybody that rostered him. But we're not even gonna get into that right now. We got 11 games to conquer, and we got to get through it. You know the routine. You know the drill. Take it piece by piece, and we attack the slate. If you're new here, it's 11 games. It's gonna be a little bit of a video, so get yourself comfortable and let's do this. If you're new, subscribe, hit the bell. If you find this video helpful, if this video gives you any value to your life or your DFS process, like the video for me, because that helps me. That helps YouTube understand that this video needs to be circulated so we can build our team. Enough with the chit chat. Our boy Luka went all the way up to 12,000. However, he's not playing. So we know what we're gonna do. Harden, the whole Brooklyn Nets. Steve Nash wet the bed today, so I'm not even gonna cry about. I had Harden today. I'm not gonna cry about it though. Harden is viable 11-3. You're gonna need like 60 fantasy points against Cleveland. I don't know. I'm not even sure if Allen is in or out. Jared Allen, but we'll get to that when we get there. Westbrook is viable. You'll need 55 fantasy points. LaMelo, you need about 52. Trae Young looks good at 97. You'll need about 47 fantasy points. Lillard, we got to see if he's playing. Book is viable. Shai Gilgeous against Houston is viable, but will it be a blowout? Houston shouldn't even be in the league. Chris Paul against Dallas. Chris Paul looks good, 87. Brogdon looks good at 84 against Detroit. Another shitty team. De'Aaron Fox against Minnesota. I'm going to give you a little secret and keep this amongst yourselves. I noticed that people been successful contests have players targeting Minnesota. So we may try that, or I might do one lineup targeting Minnesota to bring it back with Cat or Edwards. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But De'Aaron Fox is in play. McCollum, obviously, if Lillard's not playing. Cole Anthony is absolutely in McCollum's tier. He's in De'Aaron Fox's tier. As far as the mid-tier big boys, he's in there. Dinwiddie's in there. Is Beal in or out? Beal is playing. So Dinwiddie is not in play at 7,800. Kyle Lowry, is he in play? Butler is questionable. So these guys with players supposedly coming back at these prices, they're not viable. Tyler Hero 7,500. What the hell are we gonna do with that? Drew Holiday 73. Russell 73. Viable. Schroeder went to bed at like 57. Now he's 65. Well, actually, I'm not sure what he was, because I played him on Fanduel. I didn't play him on Draftkings, so he still wasn't good, so whatever. Garland is in play. Rubio's in play. 6,500. 6,500. You might as well play Lonzo Ball. Rozier's in play. Devontae Graham. Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham is always in play. And his price is just going to keep going up because he's an all-around player. He does everything. So, and he's playing on an awful team. Cade Cunningham looks actually the best so far, to be quite honest with you, because what you're looking for is 30 fantasy points, and he's been showing you that he could do that in one half. Halliburton's in play, McConnell's in play, NAW's in play, Porter Jr. is not in play for me. Brunson is going to be the value today so far. Barrett's in play, Smart's in play. Kemba Walker's been playing well with his minutes. Bogdanovich, he's in play. Jalen Green, Rose, Hayes, Caruso's in play. He's been starting last two games. Beverly's in play. And George Hill if he starts. Patty Mills is in play. And Campaign is in play. That's about it. So what we're going to do, because we know we're doing it anyway, we're going to go to Jalen Brunson and we're going to say hello. With Cade Cunningham high in my player pool. All right, a shooting guard. Booker in play. Ingram. I'm waiting for Ingram to get in basketball shape before I pick him up. 32 minutes. 31 points. No blocks or steals. 5 rebounds, 4 assists. 23 shots. That's what I'm looking for. Brandon Ingram is absolutely in play. Levine's in play. Edwards is too cheap. He's so cheap, I'm just going to lock him in right now. McCollum is in play. Tyler Hero's in play with no Butler. Russell's in play. LeVert's not in play for me. Schroeder's in play, but at the bottom of my pool. Garland's in play. Rozier's in play. Giddey is in play. Buddy Hield. Halliburton. Duncan Robinson is in play, but I think Duncan Robinson's in play if Butler doesn't play. That's how that goes. Durant, 11-5 after he went to bed today on pass, because he's going to need about 65 fantasy points just to be viable. Tatum, he needs 50 fantasy points. He could get it against Atlanta. Ingram, definitely appealing. Levine, Bridges, Middleton, questionable. Hayward, Barnes, 72 at a good price against Minnesota. Looks very good. Looks very appealing. Let me see what he has been doing. 25, 27, 26 fantasy points. I'll pass. The thing is, when you're rostering these mid-tier players, you gotta watch for their trends. Mid-tier players they're either trending up or trending down. They're not going to give you the same fantasy points every day. So you got to pay attention to the trends. If they're getting hot and they're active and they start doing it for 1, 2 games, jump on. You wait too late, you try to jump on, then they're giving you below average games. Harrison Barnes was hot to start. Some of us played him, some of us didn't. He's not playable now at 7,200 because at 7,200 you need about 36, 37 fantasy points. He's been giving you about 25 the last few games. So on that note, I wouldn't waste my spot on somebody like that. And then not only that, you're talking about you got Fox, you got Halliburton, you got Heald, you got Rich Holmes that's been playing better. So you have people in front of him that take away opportunity. So that's why I said Harrison Barnes isn't going to be a good option. If he was on Detroit, second in shots, a lot of touches, then I'll take that risk. But he's not worth the risk, and that's all I mean about that. Kuzma, Kuzma's on timeout. Sadiq Bey, another guy. Sadiq Bey could give you 5 points, or he could give you 38 points. Josh Giddey against Houston, that could be something there. Buddy Hield, I don't play Buddy Hield. Grayson Allen, 58. Middleton's back, he's not in play. RJ Barrett, not for me. Tim Hardaway Jr. with no Luka could be something. But we want to take a look at Porzingis if he's even healthy. Josh Hart, 5,200 with Ingram, he's still viable. Norman Powell is questionable. We got to keep an eye on that. If he's not playing and Lillard's not playing, then McCollum does become best player of the slate. Duncan Robinson, Jason Tate, viable at 5,100. THT, viable. Mikal Bridges, viable. Kelly Oubre Jr., he's viable, but I don't play him. 4,600, he might be worth the risk. Something's going on with Eric Gordon in Houston. I'm good. What's his name? Franz Wagner is viable. Fournier is viable, but listen, there's a reason these guys are priced in the 4,000s. Finney Smith with no Luka, viable. Caldwell Pope, no. Josh Jackson, no. Kevin Huerter is viable. Bruce Brown, think he's going to play well again, hit 6 of 8 shots like he did tonight? No. Cedi Osman, viable, yes. Alec Burks, viable, yes. Okoro's viable, he starts. Cam Reddish, viable, 34. Terrence Ross. Miami, this is Caleb. Caleb's not viable. Dean Wade starts, still not viable. Nobody down here is viable. We're good. Let's go. Oh, we didn't pick anyone. Small forward, I do like Ingram. Let's check. Let's see who's at power forward. Giannis is at 12.5. Jesus Christ. You know what you need to pay that off? You'll take 62.50 fantasy points. You'll take that. You need 75 fantasy points if you want to win a contest. Good luck with that. Durant, Anthony Davis at 10.9. You need 55 fantasy points. They're going against Milwaukee. That's a tough one. He's always viable, but that's a tough one. Tatum. Randall's coming back to earth. Let's see what he's been doing. Then he's got to contend with Bamba and Wendell Carter. 26, 27, 33 fantasy points. Nope. Get back to earth. Not for that price. Sabonis has a few decent players starting with him. 25, 42, and 48 fantasy points, so he's still cooking. DeRozan's price is finally going up, 8-9. You need 45 fantasy points. Bridges, you need 40. Bridges is very viable. Evan Mobley is out. Wow. Who the hell is starting for Cleveland? Al Horford is viable, and I actually think Robert Williams is going to be, he's questionable. Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley is out. Who are their bigs? Kevin Love might come back, but he's been out for so long. Taco Fall. Are you guys going to tell me Taco Fall is going to start tomorrow? Ed Davis, Taco Fall, and Anderson Varejao are the remaining bigs on Cleveland. That's going to be very interesting. Wow. Alright, let's focus. Christian Wood's price is coming down. 7,700. He scored 37, 30, 27, and 20 fantasy points. He's trending the wrong way. I'm good. Al Horford is viable with no Robert Woods. I keep saying that. Robert Williams. Robert Woods. Capella's viable. Collins. Bobby Portis. Miles Turner looks juicy at 6,800. Obama at 67. Wendell Carter at 67. Rich Holmes at 67. Harrell at 66. And Nurkic isn't playing. He's been playing like 28 minutes, 23 minutes. I'm not center at 20 something minutes. 18, 19, 29, 21, 18. 18, 32, 12, and 22 fantasy points. Don't really know what's going on with him, but he can keep it. Ayton at 62 is a steal. We're playing Ayton against Dallas. Kaminsky, not in play. I don't trust Stewart. Aldridge. If Cleveland plays small ball, Aldridge might get benched again. I'm good. Bazley's been looking decent from what I've seen. Haven't played him yet, but he's been looking good. 29, 20, 23, 29, 12, and 30. He's decent for his price point. Gafford's been playing a little bit more minutes. 22, 27, 24. 17, 14, 22 fantasy points. Not good enough. McGee's not a thing anymore. PJ Tucker with no Butler. Mitchell Robinson's all the way down to 3,800, and they might need him for those bigs. This might be a play. 3,800. Respectful. 17, 23, 23, 16 minutes. 28, 14, 20, 10 fantasy points. I don't know what's going on this in NBA. Players are just, I don't know. Dwight Powell. Jeremiah Robinson Earl. He starts. Doesn't play a lot of minutes. He's 3,500. Dwight Howard is 3,300. Maxi Kleber's out. Tony Bradley starts. Doesn't get a lot of minutes. Nobody else down there is even worth me wasting my time. I haven't even picked this forward. Oh my god. This is going to be a real tricky slate until we get more news. I don't really feel comfortable. THT is viable. THT is viable. 27, 42 fantasy points. And he hits all the stats. Rebounds, assists, blocks, steals. I'll take T for now. That gives me salary relief, and that gives me a starter that's going to get some touches, and then that lets me do whatever I want to do at power forward and center. It's a bonus. DeRozan, Bridges. Porzingis is 74. No Luka. Kind of have to play him. We have $6,000 left. At center, the AD's in play. Valanciunas is 9'5". Jesus Christ. Who do they think he is? Bam, Christian Wood, Al Horford. I would love Al Horford with no Robert Williams. Let's do this. You guys taking forever. You do Al Horford. I'm doing Al Horford because he touches the ball a lot, and this is providing Robert Williams doesn't play. Robert Williams doesn't play. We play Al Horford. He hits all the boxes. He takes shots. He's gonna play mid-30s and minutes. He's gonna grab a lot of rebounds. He's gonna get some assists. He's gonna get a lot of blocks. He's gonna get some steals, and he's gonna shoot the ball. And we have 5,500 each position to play with. And yeah, Brunson, who's good for his price. 8, Anthony Edwards, THT, Porzingis, Al Horford. If you look closely at the players that I picked, they do a little bit of everything. If their shot's not dropping, they'll still give you respectable fantasy points. If their shots do drop, then that's a bonus. This is my starting 5 for Draftkings. Let's hit Fanduel. If you're new here, hit the bell. Subscribe. Thumbs up. Let YouTube know that you like the video. Let's move on to Fanduel. At point guard, obviously we're gonna piggyback off of DraftKings and go pick up Jalen Brunson. Hopefully his price is respectable. And we gotta also keep in mind, take a look at what we're gonna take a look at what Cleveland's gonna do about their bigs. That's gonna be huge. Somebody's gotta grab rebounds and score down low. So pay attention to that. Brunson not a point guard anymore. Oh. 6,500 already priced up. Wow, look at that. You'll take 32 fantasy points. You need 39 fantasy points from Jaylen Brown. Anthony Edwards again at a low price. Cole Anthony, Tyler Hero 74 priced up. Russell, Rubio, Ricky Rubio. The thing with Ricky Rubio is that they're gonna need somebody to grab rebounds. He's a good rebounding guard. All right, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Zach LaVine against Portland. He's too cheap. I also like Edwards. Small forward. Tatum, Miles Bridges, 83. Brandon Ingram, 81. You know what? Fanduel, you could take whoever you want. DeRozan, 85. Let me pick up. I'll do LaVine at shooting guard. I'll do Anthony Edwards at small forward. 62.50 left. Power forward. Porzingis is 88. You need 44 fantasy points from Kristaps. When Sabonis is $100 less to going against Detroit. Jeremy Grant, 78. Miles Turner. Montrezl is 77 against Charlotte. He should eat them alive. Rich Holmes, 73. Kuzma, Barnes. Al Horford, 68. That price is miles at me. Remember, we need Robert Williams to not play if Al Horford's going to be a smash play. That leaves us with what? 61.40. Amazing. AD's in play at 10.6. Everybody's in play. Cat's in play. Kristaps. I don't know. If I'm going to pay almost 9K for Kristaps, I might as well pay up for Valanciunas, Ayton, anybody else. Valanciunas at 88. That leaves with 54.75. Valanciunas is matchup proof, and Valanciunas is for real. Valanciunas has arrived, and he's in play every day. I like Turner, Christian Wood, I like Bamba. You could play Mo Bamba, John Collins. Don't touch Nurkic. Wendell Carter at 62 is a good play. LaMarcus, I don't know what's going on with him. So, point is, look for more news, and that's how you get your value. I could finish this lineup if I wanted to with the players that we have available now, but wait for value to get wait for news to get better value. So this is gonna be our top five for FanDuel. We're gonna do Jalen Brunson, Zach LaVine, Anthony Edwards, Al Horford, and Jonas Valanciunas. These are players that I trust, and players that if they don't hit their shots, they can still make fantasy points. So that's what you're looking for. I love Cade Cunningham on both sides. Just a few players that I see. So there's different ways you could do this. All right, let's jump to Superdraft and let's get out of here. I appreciate you guys' time. I know it's a little bit of a long video, but I like to explain why I'm picking, and who not to pick, and why not to pick them. If you're new here, once again, I know people like to skip around. If you're new here, subscribe, like the video, let YouTube know that I'm trying to help you win money. That helps me, and we're all happy. I did set up a Patreon page. It'll be ready for December 1st. Superdraft. Every time I don't play LaMelo on Superdraft, he goes off. Washington should be a good fantasy team to play against. Or a good team to play against for fantasy points, I should say. 1.25. DeRozan. Let's see what else we got. Lowry, McCollum, Beal, Anthony Edwards. Those at a 1.3. Makes no sense. Cole Anthony against New York. He's in the player pool. Darius Garland's in the player pool. Rubio 1.45. I'm taking him for now till we find out what they're gonna do for. You know what? When he's starting in the starting lineup, I'll go back and talk to him. Right now, let me get Cade Cunningham. Forward. What are we doing here? Mitchell Robinson used to be a fantasy monster. Carmelo's in play. McGee. Like I said, we're looking for Cleveland bigs. Somebody's got to start. Unless they put Dean Wade. Dean Wade might start. Dean Wade might have to play a lot of minutes tomorrow. Or Jetty at power forward. If Jetty starts at power forward, play Jetty. Alright, let's get out from the slums and let's go back up. I don't know, Bobby Portis, he's lost his luster. Kevin looks like he's playing. If Kevin Love is playing, you're playing Kevin Love. Let me take Osman back because Draftkings said he was questionable also. Kevin Love plays, you're going to get all the fantasy points you need. Wendell Carter 1.45. Go Miles Turner against Detroit. He just smashed them. Kuzma, Rich Holmes against Minnesota. Let's do it. On my center. 8 and 1.3. Al Horford again. No, Valanciunas. You got LaMelo, Anthony Edwards, Cade Cunningham, Miles Turner, Kevin Love, Rich Holmes, Valanciunas. And we're done here. Let's just double check something. You got Al Horford here. I did say I was going to play Ayton. I will be playing Ayton tomorrow because he's only like 6,200. You take out Al Horford. You put in Ayton. And that leaves you with 5,933. Your last 3 spots, which is more than enough. Still play Horton if you want. Horford, I'm sorry. It's like 2 a.m. over here. And we got Brunson, Levine, Edwards, Horford, and Valanciunas. Alright, guys and girls. A little bit of a long video, but everybody's explained. Like the video. I'm trying to help you out. Help me out. Subscribe. Hope those of you that didn't play LaMarcus Aldridge won money today. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So good luck and have a good day. Ciao.